Spencer means servant. It translates into dispenser of provisions.
Okay.
So my name kind of meant servant, and then I wanted the act of my music to be in service to others.
You want the truth, no lie, here's a real fact. I hit the studio to cry when I feel bad. Without the music I'd have died, I can tell that I wouldn't be alive, no life if I held back.
Hip hop and rap, they're like essays. There's so many words that you can pack into a song. That to me is partly what attracts me to it. There's something to be said about brevity in language and to say something, as eloquently and simply as possible. But, if you have 500 words, you can use a lot more complex imagery.
I definitely noticed a lot of your compositions are very cinematic in a way. Like you're the director of it from every level, on the film level, the composition level, the lyrical level.
I do think the fact that I can do all of the pieces, from the composition, production, the writing, melody, mixing, mastering, visually editing it as well, directing, there's pros and cons. A con is that I'm stretched thin.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do everything and maybe I'm not a master of any of them. But the pro is that I can effectively pull off my vision. Well, it's exactly that. The pro is that I can effectively pull off my vision. I wanted to start with identity because I thought it was, what's the best foot forward is, hi, you're shaking someone's hand. This is who I am. And really that's the stuff I was processing at the time. This was who I was. I was really processing going from adolescence into manhood. Mm-hmm. How am I growing up?
Yeah.
And so many songs in identity were about that. They were about learning to get a grip on life as an adult. But now, as a person a lot more, I'm way more comfortable and I'm not nearly as reliant on other people's opinions on my work. I have those who I respect and I want their feedback. But in general, I'm much more confident. I'm much happier on average. I know what I'm about in a way that I was just exploring in identity. I was just trying to understand. If I wasn't servant, what am I? What would I possibly be? Like, would I matter?
And what's your answer to those questions?
Do I matter? And the fact of the matter is that after a battery of praise, I'm inadequate. It's the vacuous chasm I traverse in. By the backwards of rap I was baptized in. The rap I spit is a tad violent. If you can't buy it, you can have my fist. Cause this life's a battlefield and I'm swinging swords like a samurai and it's war for existence. When you tell me I'm great, I dismiss it. More wicked than witches' intentions. I take something genuine, bend it. All I want is your love and affection. And when you give me some, I surrender. But when medicine isn't replenished, I retreat to the other direction.
Take care, fellas. Thank you. Just hiding a lot.
First ones.
Yeah, so let me get some exposure. Stay there.
Okay, stand.
Okay, and that's good.
I've learned and grown as I've been writing music, and maybe subject matter has shifted as my interests have shifted. It's always been me.
And that's what's interesting with you when you're creating something new that is authentic, that is yours, is it's not trying to imitate what you've heard.
There is a hip hop culture. There's a side of it that's all about just being a gangster and being cool. And I am so passionately against being cool. I
love that.
I just want to be me, because I am cool, and you're cool, and everybody has something cool and intrinsically amazing about them. Everyone has this story arc in their life that they get to be the hero for.
They say loneliness kills, and I have witnessed its crimes. The other day I had a dream. I dreamt that I'd never die, so I laid awake in the night with one eye open. And when I saw loneliness, I focused. I sat up in bed and said I was not afraid, as she might have hoped I was. Threw all of my blankets and opened up. Told her, put down the knife, cause it's only us. If you came here to kill me, I hope you struggle. I'm ready to fight, she said, no one does. Every night like a thief, I invite myself into a home just like this one. And she steps toward me and whispers, I just want you to listen.
Where's Srvent going from here? Now you've accomplished over 20 music videos.
Yeah, that's right, 22.
Right? So you've
23 when this comes out, hopefully.
Yeah, so you've got content online musically. You have a podcast going with a lot of content coming out almost weekly. Where's Srvent headed?
Where am I going now? I hope that my music is really starting to connect with people. I know that my audience is growing. The people who listen to me, this is a good question. I don't know where I'm going.
There you go, there's the honest one.
I don't know where I'm going. But I know that I am much more grateful for where I am in my life right now. I know that I am more dialed into my process. I know that I have more opportunities now. And the things that I'm making, I'm very proud of. Whether or not people pay attention to it in droves does not matter to me in the same way that it ever used to. I just want to do stuff that I'm proud of, that adds value to those who do encounter it. And I know that I have something to say. I know that I have value intrinsically and that I matter. And I'm looking forward to what the future brings.